Hi, and welcome back. My name is Ash, and this is week 21 on my current medication Zepbound. This week was pretty boring, but I did manage to get in 4 days. Oh my goodness. Wow, really? Oh, wow. Sorry. Oh my goodness. This week has been pretty boring, but I did manage to get in. Let me move this. I did manage to get in 4 days of being active. I think it was technically five because I kind of walked, but I didn't count that day. But that was the goal, was to add another day of being active on. So I did that. Good job, me. Yay. I think it was pretty boring. So this is going to be a short video. Nothing else really changed. I didn't have any weird food reactions. I did buy some new clothes. I'm trying to figure out my size. I might do another try on sometime soon, but I just don't know what my size is. But I did buy a new gold pant. So I'll put it up on the screen as what the pant looks like. It's a pant from Old Navy, and I don't know what my size is in Old Navy, but I did choose this size for some reason to be my goal. I think it's a little bit ambitious, but I was just like, you know what? I just need something for me to see my progress that doesn't involve staring down at the scale and like looking at the number and constantly focusing on the number. I do use my measurements, but what I found is it's just like having a pant size that is different from your size is also helpful because you can kind of just always put it on and see how you feel in the pant. Other than that, not much has changed. I gave you my measurements last week. This week I will do weigh in, and I did weigh in, and my current weight is 184 pounds, which is good. I think that makes I'm a total of 28 pounds down. So that's good. That's a win for my starting weight. I did actually update the weight in my Lose It app. I did in the Omada too, but I did it in Lose It, and Lose It had told me basically since 2023 overall I lost a total of 55 pounds. So I did think that that was really cool that it showed my overall loss. Of course, I started that in 2023, so it has been a few years, but to lose that and keep some of it off over 3 years, I think it's definitely a win. So I'll do a try on if I have a chance. Old Navy, I don't know what my size is. I feel like I just don't ever know my size Old Navy, but my gold pants are Old Navy pants. I think they're like a size medium pant. I It's not like a numerical size, so that is kind of weird. Whereas my last one was a numerical size, so we'll just try that out. But I gotta figure out what my pant size is and like all these other brands. I just know one brand, and sometimes I don't want to get all my clothes from one brand. I want to branch out to other brands so I have options. But sometimes I just end up being stuck. But before we go, we gotta try our sparkling water. This is nice. This is really nice. Summer berry. This is good. What am I gonna give this? Ooh, I would say a 4.2. It is better than the melon flavor I tried a little bit ago, but this is just it's just like not the best, but it is better. So 4.2. That's a weird range to give, but other than that, that's all I have really share. Working out's been okay. Eating's been okay. I have noticed my hunger, and I've already kind of talked about this, like my hunger, my appetite is kind of mellowed out. The other thing I will say is I used to rotate my injection site, but now I don't do that. Now I just do it in one spot, which is my stomach. I found it didn't really make much as a difference as more time passed. It was like, oh, well, I thought if I did it in my arm, like I'll have less side effects, or I thought if I did it here, I would have less side effects. But what I've learned is that it doesn't really matter because I feel like my appetite and my hunger kind of mellowed out at this point. Like enough of my medicine is in the system that like it doesn't matter where I inject it. It's still just there. I will say the one time that I know it's hunger is basically like the day one again, if that makes any sense. So I'll get through the 7 days of being on the medication, and then when the next day comes when I'm supposed to take my shot, I'll kind of feel the hunger a little bit, but not so much that it feels like that hunger feeling that I've had in the beginning, where it felt like I was getting weak and I would get like what some people call like hangry, and it would feel like, I don't know, like shaky, almost like my blood sugar wasn't regulating or something, and I just had to eat and I couldn't think and I just needed to eat. It's not like that now when I get hungry, which I've kind of already talked about in previous videos. It's different now. It's a whole different thing. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Quick video. Thank you for watching again. We'll see you in 22. We'll see where things are. 2 pound loss. So I'm at about a pound a week-ish, just about. So, I mean, that's a win. I do think that it is going to start slowing down. So I'm just going to kind of brace myself for that. And I'll just do measurements a couple of weeks from now to kind of see where I am. But other than that, have a good day. Bye.